to repair, replenish, regenerate itself, because the liver is absolutely unique in organs in terms of the fact that most people don't realize this. The liver has the capacity to regenerate itself.
I didn't know that.
So a small portion of liver removed can regenerate itself. So the liver is a remarkable organ, and it has that potential, I think, because the liver is doing the toughest, dirtiest work in our entire body, so it better have some special powers.
This is a small price to pay for wonderful benefits. I mean, really remarkable benefits. A couple of things, even though you're not seeing all the, I mean, we're, I think, going to cover maybe 20 items, Andrew, in 2 hours.
They've been quick, and I've been trying to answer questions, but I'm going to do, we'll probably schedule the first one in May, an online event where it will just be several hours of me answering questions, because I have lots of questions here. In terms, a lot of you are asking questions about specific drugs you take and supplements you could take to counteract them. There's really nothing to do in that regard, a specific supplement to counteract this drug or that drug, but to the extent, especially say statin drugs and antidepressants and things like that, they act upon our liver because our liver must process all of them. The moment we take even the simplest anti-inflammatory, our liver has to process that and metabolize that. So to the extent that work being done by our liver strains and puts a load on our liver, the phosphatidylcholine, and there's great research and clinical studies on phosphatidylcholine and its role in supporting challenged liver. The same thing with the liver antioxidant extracts. And there's great reviews that I could read, or you could read, that talk about those products and the results that folks are getting when they get their liver function test, which is something we should all frequently do at least once or twice a year. There's going to be a specific protocol for certain medications, because if you're taking medications, your doctor will typically monitor your liver function to make sure everything is going as it should be.
Andrew, is there ever, with any of the vitamins or supplements, is there any side effects at all? Is there any consequence to taking any of these, other than positive things?
Well, that's what I kind of jokingly coined this phrase 38 years ago, that we don't have side effects, which side effects are undesirable outcomes or undesirable effects of a medication, side effects, or some action, an adverse side effect. We have side benefits. There's no difficulty swallowing my products. They don't upset your stomach. But when you're taking phosphatidylcholine for your liver, it's also benefiting your brain. It's benefiting all the cell membranes in your body. When you might be taking circulation vein support for the circulation in your feet, ankles, and calves, it's benefiting the circulation throughout your body. When you're taking CoQ10 for energy, CoQ10 is also protecting the cells in your brain. It's also protecting the cells in your eyes. So all of my products come with additional benefits simply because of how the body functions. And all we're not delivering drugs that have a specific action on a part of your body and then might have any untoward consequences or undesirable consequences on other parts of your body. We're simply talking about nutrients that are delivering nutrients or natural plant compounds that are simply structural or functional in nature.
Let's head over this way. Sure. Andrew, a couple of things I don't want